Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button, they are an absolute terror.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The perfect counter lands. Got out of the way of that right hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That jab misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go, it's round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is a high-octane battle. And he scores with the counter. Solid punch. That hook was off target. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Just missing with the right uppercut. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round.
Right.
Let's see how the
Now
game
listen,
plan
kid,
changes after that big
I need you
knockdown.
to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
There's the bell for round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'd come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Whoa, wait a minute. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
You get it soft on me.
There's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. Missing with that right hook. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close. So close.
And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
I need to see that again.
So time to go celebrate after a I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox. It's El Nino de O.
This bout.
Not too many seats to be had. And there's the bell for round one. Do you believe this? A scoring hook. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They miss with the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. That hook won't score. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Missed with that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without a doubt. Made look.
back into the fight. You're much better than.
And there's the bell to start round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's a counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Misses with the straight left. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punching. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. They exchange punches. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And the Eagle finally goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Come on, you let him back in.
There's the bell to start round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A big whiff with the right hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Holding nothing back here in the round. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's like...
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. The silly. Here comes this. Lots of hype as they will. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Picture perfect left hand. Good one. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score.
These fights are about to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is so exciting.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Hold that thought. Lomachenko is buzzed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let him back into the fight.
There's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. They're both trying for a knockout. That uppercut misses. Beautiful counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. I promise you, all three judges.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
There's the bell for round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Insane action. They are giving us a high-tempo show. His stamina is off the charts. That jab won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round.
Focus.
What would you tell this guy?
Deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm.
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice exchange here from both men. That counter punch caught him clean. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Just avoids a left uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You're gonna let him
Can't
get back
leave it
in.
up to the judges.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's gonna be confident.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. A man that broke barriers. The one and only Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181. The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red...
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
We see the...
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Just missing with the uppercut. The first time these two met, we saw basically a passing of the torch as the much older Joe Louis got knocked out by the young Rocky Marciano.
So you look at Rocky Marciano, where did it all spring from? This was that fight that put him on the map. You heard about him, but you'd never seen him. Then he went in there with a hero. He had the nation's heart, Joe Louis. But what did he do? He didn't just beat Joe Louis, he knocked him out!
Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept that down.
Calm yourself back. Come on.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Show us something, Rocky. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears as we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender. I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale. Sugar Ray Leonard. You've heard of people We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Just missed with that jab. A perfect counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Good counter punching. We've been fighting all day long, and we've reached our main event, and they'll do it underneath the moonlight, ladies and gentlemen. We're outdoors for this highly anticipated main event.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
He threw a punch and just got countered. So much firepower here. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. That uppercut's blocked. Swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there.
I need you to
Let's see
focus
how they
on what
respond.
you're doing. You don't want to.
Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That counter punch caught him clean. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You'd like to see more jabs. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Missing with the hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? He misses with that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Great work. I love that.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. As we burn through these rounds, Robinson goes to the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Shot for...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
That counter shot lands. Good job. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
What are you doing?
Well, he's got Bambi
Do all
legs
your
walking
work
back
all
to
the
the
way you
corner,
can.
but he's still in it.
Get this boxing back together.
There's the bell for round 4. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
Two knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That jab doesn't score. And Sugar is in trouble. I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.